You're being judged in seconds. 7 behaviors that decide your status. You're being judged in seconds. Long before you ever get the chance to explain yourself. Before you sit down. Before you speak. Before you even think you've made an impression. People have already decided where you belong. High status or low. Leader or follower. Authority or invisible. Machiavelli understood this better than anyone. He said, "Men judge more by the eye than by the hand, for everyone can see, but few can feel." That means people don't wait to understand you. They decide, based on what they see, instantly. And if you don't control that moment, you lose power before the game even begins. Hazon. Your entrance decides your rank. The first thing that defines your status is how you enter a space. Not what you say, not your credentials, your entrance. Watch a military general walking into a command room. There's no rush, no hesitation, no scanning for approval. The movement is controlled, deliberate, almost slow. That's not accidental. It signals authority before a single word is spoken. Now compare that to someone who walks in quickly, adjusting their clothes, looking around, trying to read the room. That behavior immediately places them lower in the hierarchy. Machiavelli's philosophy was built on perception, and your entrance is your first signal of power. An elite athlete doesn't rush into competition like they're trying to prove something. They step in already composed, already certain. Because high status doesn't chase attention, it assumes it. The moment you enter a room, people are asking one silent question. Does this person belong in control? And your body answers before you ever do. 2. Eye contact signals power. Eye contact is one of the fastest ways people measure your confidence and authority. Weak eye contact, where you look away quickly or avoid holding a gaze, immediately signals submission. It tells others that you're uncertain, that you're not comfortable being seen. But strong eye contact isn't about staring aggressively or trying to dominate. It's calm, steady, controlled. It creates a subtle pressure. In high-stakes environments, whether it's a negotiation, a leadership setting, or even a competitive field, the person who maintains composure through eye contact holds psychological ground. Machiavelli believed power is rooted in control, and your gaze is one of the clearest expressions of that control. The one who looks away first often loses position without realizing it. This is why leaders, commanders, and top performers train themselves to remain steady under observation. Because when people look at you, they're not just seeing your face, they're testing your certainty. 3. Silence is a weapon. Silence is one of the most misunderstood tools of power. Most people feel uncomfortable with silence, so they rush to fill it with words. They explain too much, talk too quickly, and try to prove their value through constant communication. But high-status individuals understand something different. They use silence strategically. In a business meeting, for example, the person who speaks first often gives away their position, while the one who pauses and observes controls the direction of the conversation. Silence creates tension, and that tension draws attention. It forces others to focus on you. Machiavelli's thinking wasn't about constant action. It was about calculated restraint. Power isn't always loud. Often, it's quiet, measured, and intentional. When you stop reacting to silence and start using it, you shift how people perceive you. You stop looking like someone seeking validation and start appearing like someone who doesn't need it. 4. Your reactions reveal your level. Your reactions under pressure reveal your true level instantly. Anyone can appear confident when everything is going well, but the moment tension enters the situation, someone interrupts you, challenges you, or questions your authority, your response defines your status. If you react emotionally, defend yourself too quickly, or show frustration, people immediately downgrade you. It signals instability. But if you remain calm, measured, and controlled, the opposite happens. You gain authority. Watch a military leader during a crisis. There's no panic, no visible frustration. Every response is deliberate. That's not because they don't feel pressure, it's because they control how that pressure is displayed. Machiavelli understood that power depends on perception, and emotional reactions weaken that perception. High-status individuals don't react instantly. They pause, assess, and then respond on their own terms. And that pause, that small moment of control, is often what separates leaders from everyone else. 5. Body language speaks before you do. Your body language communicates before your words ever have a chance. Slouched posture, restless movements, constant adjustments. These signals tell people you're uncomfortable, uncertain, or trying to fit in. Even if your words are strong, your body can contradict everything. Now compare that to someone who is still, grounded, and composed. Their movements are minimal, their posture is stable, and they take up space without hesitation. This is what dominance looks like without aggression. An athlete standing before competition isn't fidgeting, they're still, focused, and contained. That stillness signals readiness. Machiavelli didn't just analyze power in actions. He understood that power is performed through presence. When your body is controlled, your mind appears controlled. And people trust that. They respond to it. Whether they realize it or not, they assign you a higher position simply based on how you carry yourself. 6. You either seek approval or command respect. One of the biggest mistakes people make is seeking approval instead of commanding respect. They try to be liked. They soften their opinions, agree too quickly, and adjust themselves to fit others. It feels safe, but it destroys status, because approval is given to those who follow, while respect is given to those who stand firm. A general doesn't ask if their decision is acceptable. They make it. An elite performer doesn't dilute their presence to avoid discomfort, they own it. Machiavelli warned that trying to please everyone leads to losing authority. And this is exactly what happens in modern environments. The more you seek validation, the more your position weakens. High-status individuals don't need everyone to agree with them. They need to be certain in their direction. That certainty is what people respond to. Not perfection, not likability, but clarity and conviction. 7. Your energy sets the frame. The final behavior is your overall energy, because people don't just observe you, they feel you. Nervous energy spreads quickly. It makes others uncomfortable and uncertain about you. But calm, controlled energy does the opposite. It stabilizes the environment and positions you as the center of control. When you walk into a room with composed energy, people naturally adjust around you. This is something you see across all high-performance environments. Athletes, leaders, commanders, they all carry a presence that feels grounded and intentional. Machiavelli's philosophy revolves around influence and positioning, and energy plays a major role in both. You don't need to speak loudly or act aggressively to dominate a space. Sometimes, simply being the most composed person in the room is enough. Because presence, when controlled properly, becomes power. So understand this clearly. Your status is not built slowly over time. It's assigned instantly, based on what people see in you within seconds. Your entrance, your silence, your reactions, your presence, these are not small details. They are the signals that define your position. Machiavelli mastered this game long before modern psychology ever explained it. The question is not whether you're being judged. You already are. The real question is, are you controlling what they see, or are you leaving it to chance?